And ready for the piece de resistance? Hello everybody, Silverpicker here, and today's video is yet another installment in my summer vacation series. So that means I am out and about on vacation. I am using my iPhone to film today, so excuse any inconsistencies. I don't have my fancy schmancy camera with me, but in any case, we are going to be doing a really awesome video today. Today, we are going to be opening up a massive package that I received, and it is chock full of Magic the Gathering cards from the early 90s. Now, if you don't know what Magic the Gathering cards are, you can take a look at some of the videos I did here where I've traded coins for Magic the Gathering cards in the past. But basically, it's a collectible trading card game that is super popular. It's been around since 1993, and some of the cards are worth thousands, and some of the cards are even worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I kid you not. Now, I don't expect there to be any hundreds of thousands of dollars with the cards in this box, but there could certainly be hundreds or thousands of dollars worth, and I'm going to be going through them, looking for the rare ones, looking for the valuable ones, and making an offer to the viewer who sent them to me for trade in silver coins and banknotes. So, by the way, take a look at this. This is a massive box. This thing weighs 25 pounds. That's right, 25 pounds worth of cards, and I have no idea what's in them. I did open the box to make sure it was the correct box because I brought it with me to my aunt and uncle's house who live down by the beach. It's fantastic. I'm really enjoying this vacation. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up this box, see what's inside, and evaluate it, and then I'm going to show you what coins, banknotes, gold, silver, all that kind of good stuff that you're really here for, what I'm going to be trading for that. And of course, if you're ever interested in making a deal, you know where to find me. All right, let's check this out. Okay, there's already good stuff, already amazing stuff, because look at this. These are old. Ravnica, that's one of the sets. Every few months they come out with a new set with different cards with a different flavor. Legions, that's from the early 2000s. Odyssey, also I think from the early 2000s. Tempest, this one's from the 90s. This one's from the 90s. I remember playing this when I was growing up. Oh man, look at this. We've got some deck boxes. Who knows what kind of cards are in there? We've got, oh, this is definitely the best. This album. Oh my gosh, it has seen better days, but yes, check that out. Okay, just give a sense. What I always do is I look to see what era the cards are from. These are all from like the early 2000s, which is a very good era. There were a lot of valuable cards. We've got some foils from the old days. Let's see if there's anything that stands out as particularly rare. So far, I'm not seeing anything like super oh, hello. Dark Confidant, that's worth like 50, 60 bucks. That is a really good card from the original printing. Let's see if there's anything else. Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker, also worth like 20, 30 bucks. This is a foil that might be worth some money. But in any case, I'm not seeing anything that's like, oh, that's like a $50 card, Sliver Overlord. I'm not seeing anything that's like super valuable, but it is you know, there's definitely hundreds of dollars worth of cards in here. Let's check out what else there is. Who knows? Holy moly, look at this. Wow. I cannot wait to crack into this and like actually see what we've got. Holy cow. This, I mean, there could literally be thousands of dollars. Oh man, look at that. There could be literally thousands of dollars worth of cards in here. Another couple stacks, another couple boxes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through, oh man, hold on a second. Okay, so this is a shame, but this box, I just got a whiff of it. I'm outside, so I didn't really smell it too closely until just now when I got really close. This smells very strongly of very musty cigarettes. Yeah, so there's no smell-o-vision yet, so there's no way for me to share that with you, but everything smells. And now I'm looking at this binder, and you can see how yellow it is. That's going to be a problem, and it's going to be disappointing for the seller, because basically if there are smoke damaged cards, it's considered damage, and they're only worth about 25% of the value. So that is not ideal. Oh my god, it is extremely strong. I don't know if the seller is a smoker, or if he bought them this way, or if he's flipping them. I'm not sure, but that is definitely disappointing. I'm gonna have to do a little more research, talk to some local card dealers, but I believe that these are considered damaged and worth only about 25% of their actual market value. But in any case, let's take a look and see what we got. All right, so I have finally distilled all of the cards down to the cream of the crop, and there are some really, really good stuff in here. So first off, everything you see in this back row over here, these are all cards that are worth between like $2 and $5. So that is a whole bunch of solid base hits, we'll call it. Over here, we've got a bunch of like $5, $10 cards, which, I mean, this is a stack. This is a real stack here. There's some good stuff. City of Brass, Balthor the Defiled, Horn of Greed. I mean, that's like a $10 card. A random stuff. All of these worth like around $5 to $10. Then we've got the real cream of the crop over here. This is like, you know, between $10 and $25. We've got Morden Stromgald, Konda's Banner, Krosan Beast, Life from the Loam, Marinor, say that 5 times fast, right? All this stuff, really, really good stuff. Words of Waste, Reanimate, Coffin Queen, Nullspine Dragon ×2, those are like $15 cards. But we've got some even better stuff. These are the true creams of the crop. That Thran lens, okay, this is only worth like $15, but this is something that I think will go up in value. These old, you know, the foil cards that have the little star here from the early days of foiling, these, especially the rare ones, are actually really rare. This is the kind of thing that I think will go up in value. We've got a foil Godo Bandit Warlord, Sliver Overlord, that's an incredible card. Ancient Tomb, really, I mean, it's not in great shape, but seriously good card. Check these out. Krark's Thumb, 2 Allurans. These are like $75 cards each, and these are in excellent shape. Unfortunately, as you all know, I've said it a million times, these all smell really, really strongly of smoke, and unfortunately that makes them worth like literally like 25% of the value. But here we have the best card in the entire lot. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about foils from the old days. See that? This is a playable foil from Urza's Legacy, and it's in fantastic shape. If it were not smoke damaged, this guy would be worth $120. All these cards here from this actual, you know, valuable set, I did not count anything worth less than $1 because with the smoke damage, they're literally worthless. In fact, I'm probably just going to chuck all of the smoke damaged commons and uncommons, all that bulk stuff. But all this stuff, if it were not smoke damaged, would have a market value of $1,500. But it doesn't because of the smoke damage. So what do I do? Well, the first thing I did was have an honest conversation with the seller. Now, this was not a good situation, right? This was a situation where there's $1,500 worth of cards, but because they're smoke damaged, they're kind of worthless. And that's not just my opinion. I reached out to a bunch of the biggest Magic card buyers in the country, including Star City Games, which is like one of the gold standards of card buying in the United States. And they basically said they are not even willing to touch those cards. They consider them worthless. They will not even buy them. And that's the case for almost every card buyer in America. So it was a tricky situation because on the one hand, I see value in these cards and I want to buy them, but I also can't tell the guy, well, they're worthless and I'm going to give you $50 for $1,500 worth of cards. Well, what we ended up doing is going back and forth. We had an honest, open conversation about it. He understood about the problems about the smoke damage, and we ended up landing on $450 in gold, silver, and coins that I would trade him. And I'm going to show you in a minute exactly what I am sending him, and then you'll be able to sort of get a sense of what I value the cards at. Now, honestly, $450, believe it or not, even though there's a $1,500 market value on these cards if they were not smoke damaged, $450 is still a huge risk to me. So some of the cards I'm going to be putting in my personal collection, but the rest I'm going to be trying to air out, find a way to remove the smell, and then sell them. Now, I did tell the seller that if I'm successful in airing them out to the point where they do gain market value, then I am going to throw them some extra cash. And I've done that in the past with coin collections where I buy a coin collection, I bring it home, and then I realize, well, there was another key date or some rare coin that I didn't realize, and I will actually go back and throw them some extra money. So in any case, I'm gonna now show you the silver, gold, and coins that I am sending to this seller of these cards in exchange for this $1,500 pile of Magic cards. You be the judge. Tell me in the comments whether you think I got the better deal, he got the better deal, or whether it was totally fair. All right, so let's start off with some heavy hitters. I've got 4 silver dollars here, 3 Morgans, and 1 peace dollar. Now the reverse of this peace dollar is really, really nice. The obverse, not so much. The obverse is pretty stained up. But one thing that's really important when you're trading or buying or selling or whatever, you have to understand the desires of the customer. My customer here is a silver stacker primarily. He's not that into coin collecting. So what I wanted to do with this lot, this mystery lot that I'm sending him, I wanted to make sure that I focus more on giving him the best bang for his buck silver-wise and less care about the numismatics. So if you can see here, all three of these Morgan dollars have been cleaned. To a numismatist, these would not be ideal, right? Because these are clearly like dipped and, they look pretty, but, they're not, numismatic grade coins. However, to a silver stacker, these are gonna go right in his stack, and these are worth just as much to him as silver as any other piece of silver. In fact, more, because still Morgan dollars and peace dollars still do have a premium, even if you are a silver stacker. So good stuff there. Speaking of which, check this out. This is something that is unusual. I would never normally put this in a grab bag because most of the people I'm making grab bags for are coin collectors. However, for a silver stacker, and a relatively new silver stacker at that, I want to expose him to more different ways to stack silver. And I've been getting more and more into it myself, where I stack silver or gold in usable items. This is a napkin holder. It's an antique napkin holder. It's Israeli made, and it is sterling silver. So we've got a really, really hefty, nice chunk of silver here that's worth a pretty penny, and you can actually use it. When he has guests over, put some napkins in there, and who knows, it may even inspire some new silver stackers based on that conversation. That said, of course, I am trying to stick mostly with traditional silver items. I want to expose him to some interesting stuff, but I also want to make sure that he's happy with it and gets what he expects. So we've got this 1962 Space Mission Mercury 8 silver coin. This one you may have seen in other videos. Of course, many of these you may have seen in other videos. I'm curious for my OG fans to see what they recognize. Here we've got a silver 5 mark from Germany. This one's actually in excellent, excellent shape. And I really am trying to give him some nice stuff here so that he can really enjoy this. When you're trading away a collection, even if it's something that you don't care about anymore, there's still some nostalgia there, and I want to replace that nostalgia with some nice stuff so he's really, to make sure that he's happy with this trade. This is a nice little U.S. Philippines 75% silver coin from 1944. You guys know that I'm working on a typeset. I already have that one, so I'm able to get rid of it. A 1932 80% Canadian dime. We've got another Canadian dime over here. This one's 1919. And I believe this one is sterling silver. I'll have to double check that. You'll see it reflected in the price. We've got ourselves 2 semi-key date dimes. These are 1950 and 1951, both S mint marks. These don't have a huge premium, but they are slightly better dates. And, even though he's not a big numismatist, it's still nice to give things of better value when you can. This is a really, really nice toned 1964 American silver quarter. Really, really nicely toned. I hope he appreciates that. I think he will. You can't be into silver and not be into coins at all. And this is just a regular uncirculated 1963D silver dime. So not too shabby. Now here we've got a hybrid of numismatics and silver. We've got 2 non-silver coins. We've got this penny and this nickel. But in this 1964 US Mint set, we've got the 64 Kennedy half, the quarter, and the dime, all of which are 90% silver. And of course, there is a premium for it being in this set, and that is a really, really nice addition. Now, like I said, I am trying to expose him to some degree of numismatics and some other stuff, so I am including small bits and pieces of non-silver or gold items. Yeah, there's gonna be gold. You'll check it out in a minute. And we've got a 1935 silver certificate, a 1957 silver certificate, and a Red Seal United States note from 1953. See, this is not a huge amount of money, right? It doesn't take up a huge amount of his $450 allotment, but it is a nice little thing that he can enjoy. And if he doesn't like it, in the worst case scenario, he can trade it or sell it for silver and have whatever he wants. And on that same subject, there are a bunch of coins here that are more numismatic than silver or anything like that. But I do want to expose him a little bit. He is a fan of mine. He watches the channel. That's how we got in touch with one another. So I know he's interested in coins, and I don't know what he has in terms of coins. So I wanted to include some nice little specimens to start him out if he is interested in starting a coin collecting journey. So we've got a steel cent and a Indian head penny over here. Nothing too special, but you know, that's like $1, right? This is interesting. This is a 1909 penny. This is not a VDB. This is just 1909, but it is a good way to start off because it is the first year of issue for this coin, for this series, the Lincoln Wheat Cents. A 1960 cent in really, really nice shape. It's a Lincoln Memorial cent, but it's in really nice shape. We've got ourselves a Liberty V nickel from 1906 with like a bajillion staples, and an a Buffalo nickel from 1924. So these, you know, they're not really worth too much, but they are a nice little starter if you are just really getting into coin collecting. But you didn't think I was done with the silver, did you? Oh yeah, we've got a whole bunch more from all over the world. Let's check this out. We've got a Mercury dime. We've got a Canadian silver quarter from the 1950s. That's King George over there. We've got a bunch of war nickels, 4 war nickels, one of which is actually in phenomenal shape. It's got a little bit of crud on it, but check that out. Actually, a couple of these are in really nice shape. Much nicer than most of the war nickels that you typically see in these grab bags. What else we got? Ooh, we've got 2 more Canadian quarters, King George and Queen Elizabeth. Both the same reverses. What is that? It's 2 shilling, a half crown. We've got a half crown from 1934. And we've got 2 Walking Liberty halves. Both of them are slicks, but hey, he's all about the silver, and this sure does have a chock full of silver. But we're not done. We are not done. And as promised, we've got our gold right here. And of course, it's gold backs. Many of you, I'm sure, have guessed that already. But we do have one more silver coin coming right after this that it is the piece de resistance. It's the creme de la creme. It's a coin that I am still not even sure I want to send him, but I have to because I'm going to show it in the video. But it is one that I absolutely love, and I got in a grab bag. But you know, sometimes you just have to pass things along that don't fit in your collection, even if you love them. But back to the gold backs. If you don't know what gold backs are, you've got to check out my video over here. I've done a bunch of videos on gold backs. These are not those BS, gold covered cardboard notes that you get in eBay grab bags. These are real 24 karat gold bullion pieces. The 1 being 1/1000th of a troy ounce, the 5 being 1/200th of a troy ounce, and the 10 being 1/100th of a troy ounce. Aside from being beautiful pieces of art, these are the hottest gold bullion items on the market right now. They cannot keep them in stock. They are sold out basically everywhere, or they go for an insane premium, but I have a bunch that I'm going to send to him, and I know that he does not actually currently own any gold. So I think that this is a really, really cool way to start off his gold stack, his gold collection. And it's even somewhat numismatic because even though they are not government issue, they are definitely collectible. So he's gonna get a 1, 5, and 10 gold back note. And, ready for the piece de resistance? I am giving him my Lewis and Clark coin and pouch set. I got this from one of my Patreon exclusive grab bag exchanges, and I love it. I absolutely love it, but I am trying to sort of pare down my collection. I have too many boxes, too much stuff, and this doesn't really fit in any of my collections. And just because I like it, for me, it's not enough of a reason to hold on to it long term. But if you didn't see this video, I'll show you a little bit about what we have here. It is a Lewis and Clark Memorial coin set from the US Mint, and it has this little handmade coin pouch, which is really beautiful. It's leather, it smells like leather. It's really, really nice, and I believe that you're supposed to keep the coin in the pouch, but obviously, as collectors, we keep everything like this. And the beautiful silver coin itself. Look at that. Really, really nice design. I love the reverse here. $1 United States of America. I love those stars and those feathers. It's just a beautiful coin. It's a beautiful set, and it's totally unique. It's something very, very unusual that you don't usually see when you're buying coins, especially from mint sets. So this is, I mean, look at this. It's just got all the paperwork, everything original. Man, I am still doubting whether I want to give this away, but I am going to, because it's the right thing to do for me, because I need to pare down my collection a little bit, and it's the right thing to do for him because this is a truly special piece and I really want him to enjoy this grab bag. So there you have it. This is the $450 that I am trading for this stack of Magic cards. And I am curious, like I said, who got the better deal? Did he get a better deal? Did I get a better deal? Did we get a fair deal? I believe that we got a fair deal, but if I'm able to air the cards out, then I definitely think it was worth it, and I will throw him a couple of extra bucks. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely a little bit different than usual. If you enjoy seeing the Magic card content where I'm trading coins for cards, please let me know. If you have any cards that you want to trade for coins, let me know. I might be interested. In any case, I hope you enjoyed the video. I've got a lot more awesome stuff coming down the pike, so stay tuned, and until then, Silver Picker out.
A huge thank you to all of my wonderful patrons. It has been so nice being on vacation, but I am so excited to be back at it on YouTube. Can't wait to catch up with all of you guys in the Discord.